Hi, Aries. This is Just with your June 2020 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aries, some of you may have been conflicted, overworked, overwrought, or just frustrated, having a lot to do. Congratulations. Some of you may have gotten the green light with home, as far as like new home, see that, new apartment. Real estate, home life, or something about real estate may be going really well for some of you, especially if that is business. You may have had to wait for quite some time and now all systems are go. I do feel there's frustrations either coming at you or you may be coming off a little bit more agitated than normal, even though people, they don't mean any harm. No one means any harm. Aries, what's wrong? You may be, projecting your anger, frustration onto innocent people. So be careful with that. And I do feel like it's a great time to kind of integrate and incorporate new ideas or move forward with people because people will be very accommodating. Stop trying to think you could do everything on your own. I know it's best to kind of do things alone because you can trust yourself, but you're just going to overwork yourself and you don't have to because there are people that will be out there to help you. Home life looks a little bit sticky. Someone may have said something that cut deep, very deep. And it may be a sense of not being able to get rid of someone. Like you can't get rid of someone or something, or vice versa. And it's like someone is disappointed or heartbroken because of it. Your hands may be tied because it's really but so much you could do, or vice versa, but so much someone can do. And this is again in the home, and there's a bit of a stalemate. I don't know why I'm feeling like there's squatters or you could be literally going through some type of illegality in your home with existing people is what it looks like to me. You also may be at odds with people in your home or in the neighborhood. So again, as I said, there is a better way to handle the situation. So try to do that as best as possible. Work life looks really good. Even if you own your own business, you may have you may have had to wait for quite some time and you weren't happy about that, but you will be getting some news and it looks very positive that now you can go ahead. Or if you've been your license has been held up, wherever there's been some type of block, that's going to kind of release and then you can move forward, right? The money's coming in, you're making money looks really good for you. So all things seems to be opening up, and even being able to get on the same page and communicate with someone fairly. I feel everybody needs to put everybody needs to put their cards up, be honest about the situation at hand, and then you'll come to a place of happiness and satisfaction. Okay. You can only do your part of being honest and being very forthright. The other person, you can't control other people. Whatever this is that caused some pain and disappointment, even someone may have had some ailments with their heart problems and that sort of thing. And now somebody may have to be like a power of attorney is what it sounds like to me, or what it looks like to me. It could be a power of attorney, and now you have to like physically help someone in the home, take care of them, care for them. And you're going through legal process is what I see. And that'll work out as well. Okay. But somebody has to put their foot down in that house. I see a lot of contractual agreements. So some of you could be buying a new car, getting a new house, a lot of new beginnings contractually, new job. And where it was like, well, wait a minute, we don't know. Now it's like, yes, all systems go. And so you will be leaving. Some of you will be moving. And it's kind of like bittersweet. There's a bittersweet moment here because it may, especially if this is a house situation, it may have gotten very dramatic or problematic before it got to this place. But I do feel like you'll be in a far better place and you'll be dealing with someone. If you have to get an attorney, looks like you'll get one who is really no nonsense and who's really all for being fair and giving and fighting for what's right is what I wanted to say. Someone's fair and they're going to fight for what's right. I also see matrimony. So congratulations, you're not in love just yet. But some of you could just be going off and getting married and somebody is going to officiate. But it looks like a woman. Just going to go off and officiate. And it might be just the two of you where you thought it was going to be this big hurrah. And it's like, no, just us two. Or a very small, intimate gathering. And that's kind of, what do you need? That's all you need. But I like doing things differently. So there's that. And I have a very independent way about myself. So some of you may be having to do that, and you may find that that's one of the best things that you could do now that you finally come to the agreement of it all, right? And somebody's getting over the fact of, I wanted it to be, okay, well, you'll find that it's the best thing for you. So if that is the case, congratulations. And if that's your case and you'd like to share, do so in the comment section below. Now, let's get into good old-fashioned love. Singles. Aries singles. Let me tell you, if you got the yearly, then you would know, if you got your yearly reading, that love is really on the menu for a lot of you. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. Everyone will be different, right? But this, for me, seemed to have been that year for you. And it looks very much like a lot of you guys, well, you're interested. You want to see what's out there. You're ready. You're ready to date. You're ready to have fun at least. But what you don't know is that you may get more than what you're bargaining for. You may just be going out to have a good time. Get the edge off a little bit and bam, you're meeting your one. This could be an Aquarius. This could be a Leo. Could obviously be any sign here. But I do get that you may meet them at night and in the day. It may be something where you're like, you may talk to the person until the sun comes up. It's kind of like that moon and the sun thing going on, and the stars were placed just right and you met them. It could be through a cause of some sort, and it's one of those things. In the most unlikeliest place you'll meet this person, and literally this is supposed to happen, right? It is to help you to let go of fears, of any bad experiences you've had in the past, to let go of whatever you've been holding on to. Remember, you have Chiron in your sign, so that's the wounded healer. So it's something that's someone could be coming in to heal you, right? And so I do see that we are in Venus retrograde. So if you just met this person under that transit, be careful and take your time with it, because people will definitely reserve the right to change their mind once it goes direct. This is Gemini, darling. Gemini is always going to change their mind. So just take your time with it. But it's that type of thing that hits you out of the blue. Bam. And almost if you've been seeing someone else, or you've been going through a transitional period with someone else, this person comes in and changes everything up for you. And they kind of help you move right along and get out of your situation. Now, I say take your time, because for some of you, and I do feel like it's a small percentage of you, you could be getting to know this person quite nicely, especially if they're at a distance. There's this travel back and forth to see this person. And then you get called out. Someone could get called out. Someone hasn't... Someone may still be connected to another person. Someone may have a very newsy mother, a controlling mother. And that may make it very difficult, as well as what it looks like to me. So I would say, again, just pace yourself, because there's a boatloads of stuff that's going to fall out of the closet, especially when, I want to say during, it's going to be probably a solar eclipse, and that's under your sign. There's like a new beginning. With this new beginning, a lot of things are going to get flushed out. Okay, so again, take your time, Gemini, but it looks really good as far as new love is concerned. You guys are going to really enjoy this person. It is karmically designed to meet this individual. They may be on guard, or you may be first meeting, but there's a lot of softness from another person, and it could be a Sagittarius too here. Libra is what I see as well. But as I said, Cancer, it could be any sign. But that being said, just take your time with it, because you will have so much fun with this person and really enjoy them. And there could definitely be a lot of love shared. Now let's go into Gemini couples. Well, you're trying to decide where you go from here with this person. Okay. Not Gemini couples, Aries couples. So you don't have to put it in the comment section below. You said Gemini. I know I mean Gemini season, but this is a reading for Aries. Okay, so Aries single is what I was talking about, and now Aries couples. So something is going to happen with you guys in love during this solar return, because Gemini is sticking out to me very strong. So it's either going to be a put up or shut up. And some of you couples are in this put up or shut up mode. You may have someone that either has completely blocked off communication from you. Couples, yes, you. I'm talking to you couples. Or they are a liar. A liar, manipulator, and deceiver. And you're just trying to figure out, what the hell do I do? You don't let anyone see you sweat. You keep it deep down inside. You keep your wits about yourself. But late at night, you think, and you think deep, and you think heavy. You know a decision has to be made. You know you got to make one. And it's not easy. Knowing what you know doesn't make anything any easier. Some of you may have felt like, this was the one. You could have gotten married to this person, and all of a sudden things are changing. Some of you may feel like, once we get married, once we do this, everything will be okay. We just need to get over this hump. And for some of you, you're right. You just need to get over this hump. Whatever the issue is, whatever that's ailing the relationship, once you get over the hump, things will work itself out. But for others of you, there's a bigger hump to get over. There's things that are not being shared. There's things that are not being said. There are situations that I feel are problematic, and it could be an on again, off again. You feel like this is forever, or you want it forever. But again, someone, and I wanted to say that too, somebody is not being very honest of their next moves in this relationship. They may be working behind the scenes, Aries, and not telling you anything. And for some of you, the rug could get pulled right up underneath you. It really could. This person is being silent for a reason. This person, you may see them to be a bit emotionally manipulating. And even in all of that, it could go vice versa. But there's an opportunity for a new beginning. But work always seems to becomes more of a focus, or more of a requirement than love. Somebody's very sure here about the love that they have, and again, wanting it long term. But perhaps the traditional way and how you move forward may not be what someone wants. They don't want it as traditional as the other person would like to have it. And that leaves the two of you in this place of a conundrum. You've changed. You're not the same person that you used to be. Okay? You may even pull back from working as much as you have, because love, work may have always taken front stage. And you may not feel like the person is working on it enough. And you would hate to have to end this relationship. You would hate to have to do it. But you're a fire sign, and eventually you find yourself kind of getting the urge to move forward towards your desires. You want to communicate. You want to kind of wait and see where things will go in this relationship. But then there's a lot of, this relationship does have a lot of toxic undertones. It might be like, two of you look good on paper, you look good in public, but little do they know. It's that little do they know. If it's like, it's that kind of thing where it's like hoarders. I'm not saying you guys are hoarders, but it's that kind of energy of like hoarders, where the outside of the house looks nice. And then it's like when you get on the other side of that door, it's like, I had no idea. It's that type of thing. Some of you have that little do you know situation going on. Others of you, it's just really sex is kind of lacking, or there's an element of control that has an issue here, a toxic undertone in this relationship that kind of brings the relationship down and doesn't make either one of you happy. I don't feel like you're happy at all over the situation as well. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. How do they feel about you? How do they feel